Hello, Danny. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Danny.
Morning,
Danny, did you
morning.
just send me a message? Hang on. Oh, yeah, you did about the Facebook Live for Good group.
I did, yeah.
So I was sending you a message, and then I was like, this message does not make sense to me, let alone to her. So I cancelled the message. So I wasn't focused. Before I start recording and before we go on, I may as well tell everybody that's on this because you'll probably um, be interested. But basically, okay, so because Live Good is a brand new thing with Woohoo, as we know, obviously we don't know how popular it's going to be and how, many people are going to choose to join and whatever, but it seems like it's pretty darn popular. So that's good news. However, I don't really want Woohoo Women's Club to just turn into a Live Good fest sort of thing at the moment anyway, right? I can't say that in the future all of a sudden I'm going to be a diamond in Live Good and the group won't be in a Live Good group, I don't know, whatever. But I'm just saying for now, my kind of theory is to keep it kind of woohoo is the thing. So actually we have got the other group, which I don't, some of you aren't in because we're not letting everybody in that group unless you already were in it before, because there's no point in being in two groups and inviting to two different groups, and then everybody becomes friends with everybody, and then all of a sudden people go, oh, but I invited her, and then the other person's like, oh no, but I invited her, and it's like gets into a total mess. So if you are in the Woohoo group and you see another Woohoo group, don't ask to join because you're going to be not allowed in there, just so you know. Um, but I think some of you are in that one. So you're welcome to stay in it if you were in it before, because you've got people that you invited to that group in there. And the reason that we had another group in the first place was because the other group got shut down by Facebook all of a sudden, as they do. And then after like 6 months or something, I tried to get the group back and they let me have it back. So that's the only reason we've got two in the first place. But the point is the other group's got like 20,000 people in it. So it is quite a good group for us to promote in there as well. So, but we just don't want to basically have the same people in both groups because it's not what I want to do. And it's going to cause too many headaches for people, for me and Kelly, when people start fighting over leagues. So that's that. But yeah, as far as the Live Good business is concerned, I suppose the feedback that I'm getting from a few women that have joined Live Good with Woohoo is that because it's not my main focus, it's just another business that I've allowed people to add on if they want. There's no hype about Live Good. Like there's no excitement. There's no, if that's what you got excited about, then you don't have that with Woohoo group, because I'm not going to do that. So the reason that we allowed you to, not allowed you, but Kelly nicely has said that you can go into her Live Good. So basically, she's got a Facebook group, which is exactly the same as Woohoo by all intents and purposes, as far as the methodology is concerned. You can go in that group of Kelly's and you can invite your people into that group, and it will just be talking about Live Good. So if you want to be in that group, you can, because you've got I don't know why my hand went up. I do know. Because that's in the getting started pack now. So anyone new joining Woohoo and then they join Live Good, they get sent a starter pack, which if you guys go back into the look at the starter pack now that I sent you, because the link's exactly the same, it's just been edited. That starter pack now contains a lot more information so that people, when they're first getting started, don't get as confused, because they're like, okay, Woohoo is this, Live Good is this. It's not that confusing, but it could be. So if you want to be in that other Live Good group, which is mostly focused on Live Good. In fact, it's not mostly, it is 100% focused on Live Good. And that's the kind of person that you want to attract, is more someone who just wants to know about Live Good, get excited about the proposition of that. Then just invite them into that group instead if you want. Or you can invite them into Woohoo as well. Like, it doesn't matter. That's fine. You can invite them into both. Yeah. So does anyone have any questions about that? No. Okay. So go ahead and join that one if you want, and Kelly will let you in. And there's one other group which I almost don't want to tell you about, but I will quickly because I know that I mentioned it on my thing. But so basically, Kelly's upline is a TikToker. That's how Kelly got into Live Good in the first place, because she's a big TikToker, this woman. She's English, and she teaches how to use TikTok to grow your business. And so she has a Facebook group that she uses a bit, well, very similar to Woohoo, really, apart from there is no course or anything. It's probably more like Kelly's group. It's just an opportunity group. The only key difference is, and it's quite a big one, you can't use the invite button to invite people to it. So the only way you can use that group, utilize that group if you wanted to, was if you are doing promotions out there. So if you're doing TikToks yourself, if you're talking to women, you could say to them, join this group, here you go. But when you join, you have to mention my name, and then you have to be mentioned by name in order for you to get the lead. And if the ladies don't recognize the person's name, they don't let the person in the group. So it's not as kind of, I don't think it's quite as easy sort of thing, because you don't have that support that Woohoo gives you, which we basically look it up for you and we tell you when someone's ready, and we, got a spreadsheet and it's like a full thing. Theirs is just like literally you can invite your people if you want us to do the selling for you, and that's kind of it. So but what I do quite like about the group that I've only just gotten in myself because I decided I should go and have a look. There's quite a lot of good testimonial kind of posts in there, like a myself. Yeah. So does anyone want to, I'd actually love to just get anyone's feedback right now on this, because how are you guys all feeling? Like, are you feeling more like you want to be sort of more in the Woohoo camp? And like, no, there's no wrong answer, by the way. I'm just interested to understand more than anything. Or are you interested more in the Live Good business side of things? And like, where do you kind of feel?
I spoke to a lady today who is already in the Woohoo, I think today. And I'm going to talk to her tomorrow. I'm more into Woohoo. I was just Live Goods on the side.
Okay. So if they join Woohoo, then you can say, oh, by the way, you can also do Live Good if you wanted to, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, that's kind of what you meant to do, really. Like, that's the easiest way, is just to sort of upsell, or they have a side sell. Okay, and I'm just looking at the comment. Thank you, Danny. Cherry is already with Live Good. Okay. Cherry, how are you going? Like, how do you do lead generation, by the way, for your Live Good? If you don't mind answering. You can maybe message it. Okay, so Linda's more Woohoo, Christina's more Woohoo. Nobody else has replied, so I'm assuming Rebecca says more Woohoo. Okay, fine. All right, cool. So I think then in that case, I'm glad that I've decided to do that, because I just didn't want it to kind of end up being just all about Live Good stuff. And it's just, it's just a different vibe, hey? Oh, okay. So, I mean, this is the thing, I think, is that with lead generation, it doesn't really matter what business you have, because they're all good. Like, not all, maybe some are a bit more tough than others, but a lot of businesses, if you're passionate about it, there's other people that are going to be passionate about it, but you just have to find those people. Like, that's the thing. That's the the $1 million task, is finding other people who want to do it. Melanie. Okay. Yeah. So Melanie, that is, I mean, I watched a Live Good thing actually recently. Okay. So just not many people who are in this space, I think, especially the network marketing space, have not at some point in the last 2 years or whatever been exposed to Live Good, because it seems to be like, it was this big thing and it got a bit hype and it was all a big thing. Honestly, I can't tell you that many people that asked me to join it and I said no, because I was like, no, no, no. So people won't even look at it, I think, until they look at it. Yeah. So it's just a matter of timing. So I think that's why, in a way, branding yourself, I mean, you don't have to brand yourself woohoo, but as in being a neutral player and trying to be as neutral as possible is quite good, because then they don't get put off. Oh, it's just Live Good. Um, and then it's kind of like, well, I'm getting sales in woohoo, so I may as well just put them into Live Good as well. That's kind of it, really, because then you've got lots of money. And the video that I was telling you about that I watched this morning in the other group, not Kelly's one and the other one, was this woman explaining how, and like, this is a lot, like I said to you, it's like buying a lottery ticket because it might not ever pay off. Like, hey, let's not be stupid and kid ourselves that it's going to, but there's no real big reason why it couldn't, and it might. So is it not? It's probably worth it for $10 a month. I mean, this is just my personal opinion, and like, I know I'm not trying to say that $10 isn't worth keeping if you can keep it and not waste it, but I also think for $10, it's quite a good punt.
Yeah.
That's what I think anyway. And once the matrix, I mean, yeah, it could take for years for the matrix to fill, but if it does take years, it's still only cost you $500 or something. Say it takes 4 years to fill. Yeah. Well, in 4 years, it's cost you $500 maybe.
Yeah.
But the potential is pretty good. Like, it's in the multiple thousands per month that you get paid just from the matrix. That's not from your people. That's not from you having to do huge amounts of work. So,
Yeah.
it's pretty, of all of the network marketing concepts where they show you like all the $1 million and all that, which is all like, I don't believe it for a second. This one to me seems a bit more reliable and a bit more realistic, because it
Yep.
literally is the way that they do it. Is
Yep.
literally, it's not pretend, it's real what they do. So yeah.
I went all in for the year. I don't do anything by half.
Yeah, well, I mean, I actually didn't, but for some reason, I can't remember why at the time, but I know why, because Kelly had to give me the money. She had to send me the credit wallet for some reason. I forget why. Oh, because I was trying to sign up all my kids and all that. I don't even know. I didn't do the year, actually. Now you say that. I think you can upgrade to the year whenever you want, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So today,
Press record. You record.
oh yeah, thank you. I was just going to quickly read the messages. Can you get spillover with your direct upline if you get it from the upline? No, you get spillover from the whole of the woohoo thing, but go back and watch. Like, I know when people say this, it's so annoying because I can't explain it well enough to even try and go there. And I don't think that it's easy even when you watch the professional explaining the compensation plan, how it works. Because have any of you watched the 8-minute video of Ben Thingy? He makes kind of tongue-in-cheek jokes about the fact that it's not easy to understand because it's, oh, someone accidentally rang me. Someone's ringing me on from probably accidentally. Yeah, so the point of the matrix thing is that you get spillover from the whole entire company almost. But, you know, I wouldn't be banking on that one for a long time personally, because we're talking the multiple thousands of people, right? So you could get lucky, but let's just leave that one. I think that's just is a good, it's true. It's not lie, but the likelihood of that kicking into your business is probably not for a while. But the Woohoo group, but we've only got like, I think we've got, I can't remember if it's 80 or something like that now who have joined Live Good through Woohoo. So, you know, the way it works is they come in and they start to go down. If you watch the thing, 1 1 1 1 sort of thing, and the numbers get pretty big pretty quickly. Like 80 doesn't go very far. Does that make sense to anyone who knows about those kind of spillover things? So, you know, if you're going to, I don't like to ever sell to people, oh, join it, because then you're going to get spillover from like Woohoo and you do nothing and you're going to make all this money. Like that to me is just not a nice thing to say to people, because I just couldn't tell you that's true. I don't know. So like, I'll give you a good example of this. Kelly has got her 2 kids under her. One of them has got loads of spillover and the other one has got none. And she signed them up literally one after the other on the thing. And it's pure luck as to where the people get placed and how. And then all of a sudden she got a woman who wanted to build the business and went gold. So she's got a whole lot of people who've got people who've got people. So this one child of hers has got this massive business growing of residual income that she's done nothing. The daughter, I think, got it. And the son's one has got really nothing. So that is because Kelly's not building those 2 spots yet. Whereas obviously Kelly herself, she's got her own one and she's also got one in the Woohoo group under us. So we've got Kelly's people. So it kind of depends where you fall. The long and short of it is, please don't just join it if you're thinking you're just going to make loads of money off the matrix and you're going to do nothing, because I would just say that that's too much pressure for yourself. Do it if $10 to you is not a huge amount of money and you're not going to think about it every day, please. You know, because if you are, then you're just going to waste your money, because in 3 months' time you're going to quit, because you're going to say, I can't afford to keep paying $10 every month for nothing, and you're going to keep looking. Whereas if it's the sort of thing that you're happy just to go, you know what, it's $10, I'm just going to not have, I don't know, the extra takeaway or whatever. If only it only costs $10 for a takeaway. But if that's going to bother you, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, I don't think I can be more honest about it than that, really. So, but I also think if you can afford it, you should do it. So that's the flip side. If you're not doing it and $10, and you know, we're probably talking about where, you know, if you live in a country where $10 isn't a lot, then you probably should do it, because I think it's going to be, it's not slowing down, put it that way. It's continuing. People are joining more and more and more, and we're not going to stop recording, you know, promoting it as a side hustle, as an extra. And Kelly, by the way, is so organized, focused, and her baby is Live Good. So she's not, you know, gonna half-heartedly promote it or anything. She's going to be there. So if you've got questions, if you need help, any of that stuff, Live Good is her baby. It's her, like, her plan for retirement. Like, genuinely, it's definitely going to be something that she focuses on diligently. So you've got her as a mentor. I'm not going to be promoting it full on all the time. It's just another income stream for us at Woohoo, right? So that's that. Anyone got any quick questions on that one before I start recording? Because I just didn't want that to be a whole thing about. Oh,
I
that's
want to
interesting,
drink
Sherry.
lemon now.
Do you want to ask something, Elizabeth? I think she might have accidentally unmuted. Anyway, okay. So Sherry, just quickly, did you get any spillover from, if you've been in it all that time, have you got any earnings whatsoever? See, it depends on who you've joined. That's why I think joining the Woohoo, if you're going to join Live Good full stop, you may as well join where they're actually actively promoting it, because at least you'll get that sort of kick over. Anyway, okay, fine. So let's get on with the thing. Before we start today, actually, I would love to know. Oh, I've lost the thing. I'd love to have anyone's questions if anyone wants to ask me anything, so we can get those done first.
Good morning. Can I ask?
Hello. Yeah, of course. Go for it.
You know, because this is educational platform, so we are actually making 30, 50. Oh man, sorry, I just get always interrupted with the scammers. So annoying. Oh my, it's too much. So
Block.
we have a slots like there, like 30 minutes to do this. Then I have a 50, and then I have 100. So educational wise, am I doing exactly the same things? Isn't it every single day to boost my on my Facebook? Do the bullet points, follow the bullet points as we talk to grow my business.
So do you want to just ask me again, what do you mean? Sorry, about what do you mean? The only bit I don't get is the 30, 50 and the 100 bit. What do you mean by that?
Because the 30 is different from the 50, and the 50 is slightly different from the 100. Obviously, it's developing more. So we just have to actually always, when we get the education for even the 500, then we need to follow it up every single day, isn't it? Do this on Facebook to what you say in the course.
Yeah, so I mean the 50 and the 100 are just additional lessons that will teach you different, like bit more advanced stuff, but
Right.
as and you can earn more. But as far as the what you do to do Woohoo, it's just same for what the women in the $30 program do every day. It's just the same. It's exactly the same. And like, actually, funnily enough, I was watching the training video that the ladies that I told you about who do TikTok for their Live Good business, and like she basically spelled out exactly what the Woohoo system is. That's what she teaches them to do, but the only difference is they use TikTok as their lead generation.
Mm.
So they get people, so they're in their TikTok, like you could watch it, it's quite a good one if you can be bothered to do TikToks. It was actually good because it gave me a few insights that I didn't realize. Her call to action is always do a heart emoji or a fire emoji if you want me to send you information.
Kind of
So
like
she doesn't do DMs, like she'll never do DMs with people. She just ignores DMs fully. So the only thing she'll do is comments. So say leave a heart emoji in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as soon as she finishes the video, when she wants to go back and do it, the follow-ups, all she does is go through the comments of the TikTok, and she just puts in there, join my FB, because apparently if you use Facebook word, then it doesn't, it hurts your algorithm or something. I don't know, but watch it, because you guys have all got this training, by the way. It's in the getting started pack. It's step number 3 or 4 in the getting started pack. So you might have glossed over it, but if you haven't, you can go back in and look, and you'll have the videos that I watched. They're not ridiculously long or anything.
But
and
that's been new now placed, isn't it? because I'm only with Woohoo. The 30.
Oh, you haven't got Live Good.
No.
Okay, fine. So yeah, so basically why I was telling you that was just because Live Good, like these women that are making all these sales in Live Good, the way they do it is they do a TikTok and they say, if you want information on what I'm telling you here, comment a love heart in the comments. And then she just says to them, join our Facebook group, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's much more organized actually. She don't need
And
to
then
DM
when they come
anybody.
into the Facebook group, then she tells you, then what you should do is this, 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 and this. And that's exactly what I teach you what to do in Woohoo. So it's not rocket science. It really isn't. That's not the concept of Woohoo, is not to be this like brand new idea that no one's ever heard of. It's this incredible thing that nobody has come across. And oh my goodness, Kirsty's just plagiarizing everybody. No, it was literally came because I was like, I just can't remember what I meant to do. And I just found it so like, my brain is a bit like that anyway. I just kind of go off on one thing, another thing, another thing. I was like, right, I've got to stop doing this. I've got to write down what the steps are in a system so that I've got a piece of paper that I can tick it off and I know I've done it.
Yeah.
That's how
Thank you.
Woohoo came about. So that is it. So the whole point of Woohoo is that the tick, tick, ticks is what you need to be doing every single day in order to get anybody seeing anything that we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other part of Woohoo is that you get to invite your people to the group, and then okay, just imagine you didn't. Let me just record this. Oh, it's been recording all that time.
Nice.
Oh, well, I guess that's not a bad thing. So I was going to go live, but I couldn't be bothered today in the group. I'm not in the going live anymore mode. I went live before and that's drained my live energy. So, okay. So if you just decided, I don't need a Facebook group, I want to go out there and I'm going to use social media to get people to see what I'm doing and to get people to message me in my inbox to say, what are you doing? Can I have the information? And you did every single day, posting on your post and all the rest of it. Do you think it would be easy? Okay, fine, if they message you in your inbox, but just say they just comment on your posts. You've got like post after post after post and they're commenting and la, 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 la. How do you keep all of that organized? So that you actually know how to follow people up and chase them and all the rest of it. How do you keep it organized?
You got the Dropbox, isn't it? I haven't done it yet because I have a lot of problem with my daughter. So I need to get her into this, need to get her into but when she's out in September, because I forgot even her name, the French lady, she give me the Dropbox, Dropbox on the Google. But I'm getting a bit confused with the all way in and stuff like that. I don't really, it's too much for
Okay,
me.
so sorry, yes. So what I was meaning by that was, sorry, it was probably a little bit of a random way to pose the question, but what I was trying to say was, what Woohoo is a way for you to kind of have to not worry about most tracking and all of that stuff, because basically all you have to do really is make new friends, which anyone can do because you don't have to keep track of that. And then go to the list on Facebook that they give you, which I've showed you how to find it,
Yep.
of your new friends.
That's right.
So that's in a list. Send the messages to say, thank you for becoming my friend. I'll be looking out for your posts and let's support each other, whatever. And then you don't think about it anymore. Now, then just invite new people that come up on your Facebook app every day that say you're allowed to invite those people to the group. and then check the spreadsheet that we've put in an order for you. So you don't,
Yeah.
so if you start by doing that, you see who's joined the group, you go, okay, Kirsty's told me that these 4 women are now in the group. You didn't have to find out who's in the group, go and look for any of that stuff. It's done for you. So all you do is find those 4 people, send them a message. Thank you for joining the group. I'm going to tag you in a couple of posts. Tag those people in a few posts that you like. Preferably, the one more step you could do, if possible, have a spreadsheet, but if you don't, just put them on a note on your phone. Add those 4 names by copy and pasting them onto your phone, so you've got a list that's growing. And then whenever you're sitting in front of the TV or whatever you want to do, you could just tag those people to remind them.
Yeah.
If you see a post that you like the look of in the Woohoo, if you know, one that resonated with you, I know you do that, Christina, you can just tag those people.
I done it actually on the just a recent video we have done. It's amazing, love it. So I said, oh my god, everybody needs to see that. It's like,
Oh, which one
oh,
was that?
that was the, you know, you just done it yesterday, the new one completely. So I said, wow, everybody must see this. Yeah,
Oh, are you talking about the AI
about the
one?
live. I think you, when you've been
Oh, the live.
explaining
Okay,
this.
okay. All right. Oh, good. So thank you. So yeah, exactly. Whatever video you like, that's why it's good, because you might say, oh, you know, and the truth is, like, if you've found those friends and they've said that yes to you, there's probably a reason why they've gone, oh, this Christina looks like my type of person. They might like the videos that you also tag them in. Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
kind of it. Like, we don't need to even keep on going on about this. That's pretty much it, guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's really not that much more difficult than that. Oh, and to add beautiful system to beautiful system, thanks to Kelly, who isn't on today again, because I know she couldn't join this one this week. She has made it now so that we don't even have to do the I'm Readies anymore. We don't have to think, oh, I've got to go look at the I'm Ready post. I have to go see if my name's on it. I don't need to do any of that. Because if anybody says I'm ready, Sherry, by the way, we do have a VA. So she's a beautiful girl that lives in Philippines and she works for us doing this. So she goes through, instead of us having to do it or you guys having to do it, she goes through every post with a fine-tooth comb and she says anyone that shows interest, she sends them the link, and all they do is go on the form and they fill out their information, and then we know they're a hot lead. We let you know, Danny, you've got a Live Good lead if you're in Live Good. If you're not in Live Good, Christina, and the woman says she wants to join Woohoo and Live Good, that's fine. We'll just say, Christina, you've got a Woohoo lead, or we'll actually send her we can send her your Woohoo link, but we'll probably just tell you, you've all friended now. You should have friended our Kelly Kirsty
I did.
friend, so that you should see
Okay.
that message in your inbox. We will let you know you've got a Woohoo lead, and then we'll say, oh, Christina's not in Live Good. That's okay. No big deal. Who invited Christina to the group? Oh, it was Danny. Fine. Danny, you've got a Live Good lead. Yeah.
Yeah.
So because you're not in it, Christina, you don't get the Live Good lead, of course. So, but Danny does. So we don't take all of your leads. Like
I
I
don't
said,
have the
I think
energy.
yesterday.
I don't have the energy.
It's
I don't know.
absolutely no big deal. The
how-
point is, you don't actually need energy for Live Good because it's just an extra income stream. But really, let's not worry about that right now. I just want you to understand that that's how it works. Okay. So Danny will start to get some pass up sales basically from her people who didn't join Live Good. So they don't just get wasted. And that's why it's quite cool, especially because as we go over time, which I kind of went through yesterday in painstaking detail with my fingers, that 13 lots of people are going to be connected to you. Well, if we drew that out in a big pyramid for everybody, we would see that, you know, 1 goes to 2, goes to
Yeah.
4, goes to whatever, and 13 levels deep. You've got a lot of people going on there, right? So this is how powerful it can be. Yeah. Anyway, does anyone want to ask me anything else about that? Because that's basically the reason I wanted to go into this, not because I don't think you guys believe in Woohoo or think it's good, but I wanted you to understand what would be the selling point for someone to even do Woohoo. Like, why would they want to join Woohoo? What's the big deal? It's because it's a peaceful method for them to not have to do all the faffing around in the background. You know, we make it like all that stuff that you just like, you might think you might do it, but you're not going to do it. You won't. And at the same time, you're growing your network with the right types of people, so that if in a year's time you decide that you want to all of a sudden launch your own coaching program and become, you know, an influencer when it comes to, you know, the new social media platform that launches, you've got the right people on your Facebook profile. Like you're building an asset. Yeah. So that's it. So, right. So does anyone want to make any comments, or no one's got any questions on that? So I wanted to do a little training today. I shouldn't say little, because I think it's a very good one. And it actually leads quite well into what I've just talked about, for this being a simple, basically a very simple program. So what I want to actually, I'd love to see a show of hands or comments, or if you want to just type it, or if you want to, you know, speak, you can. What is it for you that makes you want to have an online income? Like, why do you want to have an online income? Okay, Melanie says to make my retirement. That's great. Yeah. I was about to ask you, how old are you? You don't look like you're anywhere near retirement, but then I thought that's too rude. So that's why I hesitated to ask. So I won't ask that one.
I'm old enough.
Uh, ah. And so let's just talk about that with the retirement one, because I have that same thing. Like I agree. I mean, I don't possibly like need to have it, but it would make it easier. It's a good way to put it. You know, it's just an additional thing. So yeah. So what would you actually, do you think you would do with the money?
Me personally, I don't want my lifestyle to drop when I retire, because everybody's does, doesn't it? So, yeah, so I just want the same amount of money, if not more, than what I do when I'm working, when I retire.
Yeah. Yeah. So would that make you retire earlier if your money caught up? If you were earning the same already, like now, say you were earning whatever you're earning, would you stop working now, or would you not stop working now? Probably.
I would stop working. I have reduced my hours. So I'm only working part-time, which is nice. But I want to make more that covers my salary for when I retire. I probably, yeah, I can't see myself working until I'm 67. But I'll probably work part-time for another five years at least.
Mhm. Yeah.
So yeah, I just want that money to compensate my salary.
Yeah. Okay. So do you find that Live Good was quite what appealed to you with Live Good? Is that, or tell me what appealed to you with Live Good, actually. That's a better way to ask.
I think with Live Good, it was affordable. And I shouldn't say this, but if it didn't work, I've not lost thousands. People are having success, and it's not a short-term fix. You're in it for the long term. So it's just going to get bigger and better and more fruitful. So I think that's what made me go for Live Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it
Okay.
is because although I am still trying to get more sign-ups. I'm still relatively new. Each month, my income, although it's not very big, but my income is getting bigger and bigger already each month. So I can see the potential.
That's fantastic. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So you were you in Live Good already, and then you joined again with Woohoo?
Yeah.
Okay. So with your initial account, how many, if you don't mind me putting it, but you don't have to say exactly, but like, did you sign up many people into that initial one? In order for you to be having the money, I mean, to like
I'm
coming.
just I got to bronze, but
Mhm.
I got to bronze by having one of my people, and then I had somebody join me. I mean, when I say one of my people, I signed up my granddaughter
Mhm.
as one of my people, and then I got a lead as the second people, and that's all I've got. But then I've had one person as a spillover, and they must have had quite a lot of people either join them or family members join, and because of them, I'm getting not a huge amount of monthly, but each month it is growing. But so I'm
So
still
that's great.
bronze. I'm still bronze.
Yeah.
I haven't got many
So
sign-ups.
basically, you have probably not made up the money back that you spent so far, because you would have spent whatever 50 plus 10, so at least 60 plus if you've done it a few months. But you can see now, oh, but then you made back 25 from the one person that joined, so you've maybe spent like
Yeah,
35 or whatever it is. I'm so bad at math sometimes.
yeah,
And then you've seen, like, this is what's cool, like if you see that it's going up each month a bit, there's
yeah,
really, I mean, okay, yeah, everybody could stop, but probably if someone started to build, they've started to build it, you know, and then it just takes, this is why I say a little bit, it's a bit of the luck of the draw, but it's also, you know, an exciting, fun luck of the draw, because it's kind of like you just position yourself and you just don't just do it for the short term, you let it grow. And then with Woohoo, have you got anyone signed up under you in Woohoo?
No, I haven't. And I think it's not lack of try. It's not it's it's my fault that I've not got Woohoo. And that's why I'm going to go back to the basics, go through your training. But I joined Woohoo, and then very quickly I joined Live Good, and then I've just concentrated on Live Good and forgot about Woohoo.
Oh, yeah.
So I've come back to you, Kirsty, for for some pointers.
Good. So when you went off and you did Live Good straight after you did Woohoo, and then you started to do it, obviously it didn't really particularly work, whatever you were doing, because you didn't get people signing up in it. What were you doing, by the way?
I think I am posting. I'm not doing TikTok, but maybe I should think about TikTok. I am posting on Facebook, but I think my problem is I get a lot of friend requests, and I do go through them, but I think I'm attracting the people who are already doing things rather than people who are looking for an opportunity. And I think that's where I'm going wrong. I think I need to change where I'm looking for the people to sign up. And I think follow up as well. I don't follow up as good as I should do. So it's my fault. I just
Okay,
need
so I
to.
mean, that could be a good way for you to help with, like, with some of your follow-up, just as a workshop for you. So if someone says, like, if anybody says, you know, basically they tell you that they want you to join their business, or they're trying to sell back to you, basically, you can just say, look, I'm already in a business that I like, and you obviously are too, which is cool, but how do you get your leads? So that is something that you could say to them, because if they say to you, well, they're probably not going to getting their leads much, you know, and if they are like a major TikToker, go, oh, that's amazing, like, sounds great. I think, you know, just stop the conversation in a way, because
Yeah, yeah.
it's a bit pointless, right? But most people, that's not going to be, they're not a TikToker who's amazing, isn't going to be in the DMs with you. Let me tell you that right now. they're not. So they don't need to DM people if they're really good. So that's the other good thing to know. Like if someone's pretending that they're really successful, probably they're not. If they're spending hours chatting to you, you know, unless it's a VA, but it's very unlikely. So what I would say is you could just say, look, let's just say we're both happy with our businesses, which I'm really like good. We can still support each other in posts if you like, that's cool. But just before I go, how do you get your leads mostly? If you want to, I mean, you don't have to do this, but I'm just saying if you did want to do it, like if you're someone who likes to have a bit of a conversation or whatever, and then they say, oh, you know, TikTok or whatever, go, okay, you know, and they'll go, oh, how do you get your leads, right? And then you can say, I use the Woohoo Women's Club. Oh, what's that? Well, you know what? Better I just show you. I'll just invite you to it. You can have a look yourself. Don't bother to try and sell to them. Because otherwise, as they always teach us in, you know, it's true. Know it or not, everybody thinks subconsciously, mostly, but consciously sometimes, I don't want to have to do what she's doing right now. Yeah. So if you say, oh, well, Woohoo is this, and you do this big pitch and you do a thing and you send them, like they're going to be like, oh, that sounds too hard basket. I don't even want to do that. So you could just say, look, I don't really explain it because there's no point. It's better for you just to experience it. So I'll send you an invite if you like. Yeah. And if they say no thanks, then great, you've wasted no more time and you can go, okay, no problem, you know, let's support each other. Cool, nice to meet you, bye, sort of thing. And if they say, okay, yeah, send me it, then you can just invite them to Woohoo. So that could be a little way for you to have like not wasted your time with people.
Yeah. That's something I'll try. Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you just start the whole, well, my business is better than yours. Okay, yeah, you've got a good business, but have you seen Live Good? Because Live Good's not an MLM anymore. It's not a network marketing. It's just a membership, and you get paid all this money, and you get money from the Matrix, and you get downline, and you get spillover, and you get this, and you're going to be rich. Do you not think they've heard it all before? Like they all say the same thing. Okay, fine, the membership bit, no, but kind of, you know, they still say the same thing. This is the world's first ever of like this. You know, there's nothing else out there on the market like this. It's incredible. It's a game changer. It's this, it's that. The same lines get used by every single company, no matter what thing it is that they're selling, right? I do think Live Good actually personally has got quite a good value proposition in quite a lot of areas that a lot of businesses don't have. But that isn't something that they're going to want to get into with you if they really love their Medare business that they sell. They're probably not going to want to hear. Yeah. So I wouldn't even bother to waste my time on that kind of back and forth. But yeah. Okay. Anyone else thank you very much for sharing that. And sorry if that was on the spot, but if anyone else wants to be put on the spot, do you want to unmute yourself? I'll have a look at the comments of what everybody's saying, and this is the stuff that I will actually copy and paste. In fact, I found out on Zoom when you get off, you get all the chat. They give you it, which I didn't know till the other day. I'm just going to quickly read the comments. Thank you, Cherry. Is it Sherry or Cherry? Doesn't matter, but I just don't want to call you the wrong name. I think it might be Sherry. To make my retirement a lot easier was Melanie. I need more money to live there I want to. Linda, yep. For retirement and pay off debt. Yes. Extra income for Mathoki. Danny, financial need a house, get out of rental. Yeah. Travel, oh nice. Have you already retired already, Danny, then? No. Travel, retirement, investments.
No, I haven't retired.
No.
I'm only 54.
Me too. I haven't retired either.
I'm a
No,
carer.
sorry, I'm not saying that you look old or anything, of course. I'm just asking you because the way you put it was though you've got like all this time, you just want to go out and travel loads. And I thought, oh, you don't have to work. An additional extra income stream. extra additional income with family issues and wants. Yeah. Extra income, Christina. Yeah. Linda, nobody will. This is why I tell people not to do that. So basically, if you use the word Woohoo Women's Club, it's not that they will, it's just that there's a very big possibility that people will Google it. Like we all do. Yeah. So that's how come, like, even with my AI training and stuff, I don't tell people what the software is that they are going to get when they get into the $100 program, because otherwise they don't need to buy the $100 program. Like, that's just not what you do. Like, nobody will do. So, because people Google it and then that's it, you lose them. We've got to have something
They'll
like
just use the search bar.
yeah, they just use
Yeah.
the search bar, and then you don't get that lead anymore because they're not loyal to you yet. Very unlikely they are anyway. So it's not a good idea to use anything that says Woohoo Women's Club, because unless you've got people in the group already and you're just commenting and liking on posts in the group, and people come back to the group, you've got plenty of people in the group, then people will come to the group and they'll already be attached to you because you've already invited them. But if you're wanting to do your own promotional work online and you want to go off and post and you want to do all that sort of stuff, I would be saying things more like, I've got this great thing, we don't have to sell, it's 30 minutes only, and it literally does all of the heavy lifting for whatever you want to say. How do I get unlimited leads for my business every single day, or whatever, right? Because that's true. That's a truth. You can say, I have unlimited leads for my business every day using our system, because you've got unlimited people on Facebook every single day that you're inviting into the group who are new leads for your business. Yeah. So that's quite a good technique, is because everybody wants leads. Not many people are even promoting it like that. Instead of saying, do you want extra money? Say, do you want a lead system that basically gets you leads every day? Because every single day, Facebook is asking that woman, would you like to join this group? Would you like to join this group? And they come into the group, and that's a lead for you. These are hot prospects, guys. It's just that, a lot of people don't bother to use those prospects on the list, and they don't work the prospects. But have you ever thought, and I'm not meaning stalking, I don't mean stalking, but the world is so busy now. There's so much competition. There's so much attention being sought by so many people, to the point where it's actually, I don't know about what you all think, but too much for me to deal with half the time. But the point is that nobody feels special anymore, because nobody actually thinks you really care, because you don't most of the time. Not being rude, but to the average, like the Facebook and the social media and the this, and they don't care about you. It's all about you caring about yourself. It's all about a me too, me kind of thing. We're all just going, how can I have more success? How can I be, prettier, look better on camera? Oh my goodness, I've got to do all these things. I don't know, whatever, right? I'm just talking off the top of my head right now as stuff I'm thinking about it, but nobody really ever gets to feel valued, I don't think, because they're just so insecure that there's so many people that have got a better life than they do. Half the time is like the FOMO aspect of social media. And we're constantly giving ourselves this hit every single day of how much better everybody else's life is than ours. If that's what you think, but you might not realize it, but that's what you're thinking. Yeah. So you become very disgruntled in your lot, because you forget to look at what you do have, and you forget to do the gratitude work, and you forget to do all the stuff that is going to actually make you feel a million times better than any money. So what I was saying that for was because what would it be like if, let's just say you, okay, just say Melanie, what would it be like if you got a nice message from a lady who said, hey, Melanie, I really appreciate that you accepted my friend request. I'm in the industry that you're in. I know that because that's why I connected with you. You could do a little voice note even better. But you have to send a message. I think you might have to send a message the first time. You can't send a voice note the first time, by the way, in case you're thinking it's broken. You have to send a little message first, and then I think you're allowed to send a voice note. So if you wanted to, just connecting because you're specifically, so funny in Australia, people say specifically sort you out because you're a networking person and I am too. You've probably, I don't know if you've got a business that you love, I do already, but I just thought we could support each other. And I really appreciate that you connected. Would that be a nice message to receive? Like, don't go over the top because sometimes people send me these messages and I'm like, whoa, I don't even know you and you're being extremely in my face with how over the top you are. So you might not want to do that, but you could just send the little short message that I teach you to send, which is honestly, I send that same message to everybody and every single time it works. So it must just be the right balance of not over the topness, right? So wait for them to come back to you and say thank you or whatever. And then you could even, if you wanted to, this is up to you, like depends on, because you're not getting, so also you're getting like 100 women join the group every day. You might have a couple, right? So it's not going to take much time at all for you to nurture those leads. Because like I said, people don't feel special anymore. They think it's cookie cutter. They think you're just trying to sell to them, whatever. But to nurture that lead a couple of days later or whatever and say, listen, I was just thinking, I don't know how you get leads for your business because obviously you're in one, same as me, but I was just thinking I might invite you to our group, which is to help us to all get unlimited leads for any business. If you're interested, I can send you an invite. Yeah. So that's like a bit of a more advanced version of what the group does, but it's a numbers game if you do it the other way, where you just invite them and hope they're going to get the invite, hope they're going to see it, hope they're going to join, hope they're going to know what the hell the group's about. But if you want to take your business quite seriously, and if the person's like bugger off, then unfriend them, and you don't want them as a friend anyway. But if you say it in a way that's not pushy, not salesy, not whatever, and it's literally just a little message that says, hey, you've got a business. So what you're doing here with this message, by the way, is a method in this one. It's not just for the sake of me saying these words. You are acknowledging that you don't want to sell them a business because they are already in a business, and you don't want to be, you're not trying to sell them anything. And I don't mean this in a disingenuous way because you are selling them something, but really, Woohoo Women's Club methodology allows them to put them into any business they want. It's just that, yeah, some people want to use Woohoo as their business, but it's not going to make people $1 million Woohoo. It's literally just going to make them some nice, quick sort of little bits of cash, right? And thankfully now build this big, also Live Good business on the side, which is going to be cool. So you could try that approach with people, which is just a lot more personal and a lot more, and it's only 2 people a day or whatever. It's not going to take a long time. And the hit rate for that will be a lot higher than just blanket sending out, hopefully that people will send. You can still send out the invitations, by the way, every day. You can still be doing that side of it. So you're still sending 10 or 20 or whatever. But just the people I'm talking about that have accepted your friend request, that have replied to your message. So you're going to send the message to everyone that accepts your friend request. wait for them to come back to you with either a love heart or a message saying thank you, that was nice of you, because they're the hot leads. Yeah, so you don't have to do this message to the 50 people that join the group. You don't have to do that. I'm just saying that if you want it, oh, I've actually got to go right now. I'm really sorry, I just saw the time. So sorry, guys, I'll have to cut it off short there. I hope that was really useful, and I feel like that was super useful. So I'm hoping that you do. And I very much appreciate that you shared your stories and that you came on live, everybody that did. And I'll pop this recording because I think it will be useful for others. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to quickly go. All right. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a beautiful rest of the day.